La Boba. That is the play that sets him apart and defines him. Here, he will explain how he does it, how he did it, when was the first time among many other things that he will talk about, and how at 21 he broke a transfer record from River Plate to the German League.
A pegarle, Nico, qué gol que vas a hacer, Nico, qué golazo, Nico, sí. Golazo, 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 de Mandrake, sí, de Nico, Alessandro. Cuando faltan 10 minutos para que termine el partido, River 3.
It means a lot, and personally, it helped close a very good soccer year for me. It is without doubt one of the most significant prizes I have earned in my career, an acknowledgement towards my sacrifice, my hard work, and the years in my career. It gives you the strength to continue and to continue excelling and growing.
How do they treat you here in Brazil, and specifically in Inter?
Good. Right now, I'm very pleased to have come 2.5 years ago to an important club in Brazil. It's been very pleasant, joyful. They've been treating me very well ever since I arrived, both on and off the field. Things are going as best as they can.
I attended to the Inter versus Fluminense match and I saw a lot of kids wearing the t-shirt with your name.
It's the only one that they sell.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's not because you're an idol?
I am very proud and happy for the recognition given to me by the kids and by adults now, that no one personally, I didn't think I would make it to the club, nor that we would receive so much attention, nor accomplish as many things as we have these past 2 years. A part of it is something that can't be bought, and that has the most value. And that's people's recognition off the field.
Born April 15, 1981 in Buenos Aires, he was quickly noticed for his unmistakable ball handling abilities in River Plate's inferior divisions.
Me llamo Andrés Alessandro y mi sueño es jugar en la primera de River con todos mis compañeros y poder llegar a jugar en esta cancha tan hermosa.
In 2010, he was the international star of Porto Alegre and won the Libertadores de America Cup. In Europe, he played in the German team Wolfsburg, which loaned him to England's Portsmouth, and the Real Zaragoza from Spain, who definitely kept him. He also played in San Lorenzo during his short return to Argentina in 2008. How do the Brazilian players treat you?
Well, obviously, as soon as I got there, you know how it is. You're new, you're Argentinian. The rivalries you've had, but that's as far as it got with regards to rivalries. It's something what is talked about and what goes on. We, the Argentinians, are respected. We know that we're working in another country, that they're giving us a job. I'm very conscious of that, and I am very grateful for that. So when I walk onto the field, I know that I have to give it my all, and that they're going to cover me. Be physical with me, but that's football.
Have you dared to do as Codet named it Laboba? Have you had the courage to try it here?
Yes, of course.
It's fair game down here.
It's valid everywhere, as long as it works.
He always stood out from others due to his ball handling skills. He created a dribbling called Laboba that consists on showing the ball to an opponent, dribbling from one side to the other, showing it once more, and taking off in the opposite direction. It was baptized that way by an ex-teammate from River Plate, Eduardo Codet, who noticed how the opponents were stunned when they were fooled by such a simple dribbling. He won the bronze ball in the Mundialito de Clubes, even though his team was terribly criticized by the media for not reaching the championship final match. He played in River Plate from 2000 to 2003, in the VfL Wolfsburg from 2003 to 2005, in England's Portsmouth in 2006, Zaragoza from 2006 to 2007, San Lorenzo in 2008, and in Sport Club Internacional from 2008 to today. He won the 2000 Clausura tournament with River, the 2002 Clausura tournament with River, and also the 2003 Clausura with the Millionaires. And he also obtained the 2009 Gaucho Championship in Brazil with Internacional. You've been very successful in the short tournaments. You've played 3 with River and you've won them all at the beginning of your career. You've won 3 Clausuras.
Yes, I was fortunate enough to be part of a very good team. I was just another player in a team that had really amazing players. To be one more player on those squads with teammates that made the difference. In 2000, we won the championship with players like Saviola, Aymar, and Angel. Those were just incredible players. And of course, in time, new players continue appearing from among the juniors. And River had the chance of winning those titles.
When you started to play professionally, did you get the chance of playing with the idols you would see as a junior player in River?
Yes.
Can you name a few?
Ortega. I used to hand him the ball as a ball boy. In 1996, when River won the Copa Libertadores, I would hand him the ball.
So you were present during the final match?
Yeah, I was there.
And later on, you both shared the dressing room, right?
Yes. We shared the dressing room, yes.
And? How was that?
Well, Ortega is a normal guy. I didn't notice the age difference, or a difference in the amount of titles won, or how much experience he had. He was just one of us. Later on, I had the chance to meet other great players. Not in River, but in the national team. Almeida, for instance.
He was one of those players that dazzled you.
Yes, I used to hand him the balls. I also played as a sparring in the national team.
So, you went from just a boy handling balls to a teammate, giving him the ball inside the field.
Yes, that's it.
He obtained the gold medal in the 2004 Olympic Games in Athens, sharing the field with Herman Lux, Carlos Tevez, Javier Mascherano, Luis Gonzalez and Roberto Ayala, among others. He also played in the 2004 America Cup in Peru, where the team got second place. In the last matches with Batista as the coach of the national football team after South Africa's World Cup, Alessandro was called up to play for Argentina. Do you have an idol for your position? I mean, someone you would always watch or that would amaze you with his game?
When I was young, my father would take me to see Ruben Paz, a Uruguayan player.
When he would play
Yes.
in Racing Club? Did you learn some tricks from him? He was
an
left-footed
incredible
and made
player.
great shots.
All of his free kicks were goals.
Racing had a great team.
They had a great team. They obtained the 1988 Supercopa. My father would always take me to see him play. And we would not only watch the game, but also learn from the movements of the players in my position. Then, in River, I admired many strikers like Gallardo and Aymar. I also played with Enzo Francescoli, who wasn't a striker, but he was an example to me. But the idol of childhood was Ruben Paz, the Uruguayan player.
When you were playing for River and they told you there was a chance to go into Germany, what went through your mind?
I just thought it was my chance to leave Argentina.
But did you expect it? Did you want it? Did you think of going to that country? Because sometimes you have an idea of where you want to go, but maybe this was unexpected.
The thing is that you always dream big. You always have a dream.
And that's naturally a good thing.
Yeah, that's the idea, to dream. It might come true or it might not. But I don't have any regrets. It was the possibility I had, although other things were put on the table. And the first thing I thought, in addition to going to play in a world I wasn't familiar with, and knowing that I would have to adapt, was having an economic safety, which is the first thing you consider in a situation like that. Besides the sport, you consider those things too. And after 3 years playing in Argentina, I wanted to take the possibility of going abroad. It didn't actually matter that the country was Germany.
You have very specific periods of time in your career. Germany, England, and Spain. What were the differences and the similarities between them?
The game is very different in all three countries. Perhaps German football is a bit more similar to English football. They each have a different culture and language.
Was it difficult for you to adapt? Did you need a teacher, or would you just do what you can?
In Germany, learning wasn't so easy, and when I got a teacher, I started practicing all the time when I was with my teammates. I would listen to everyone and repeat, and it started to come out. Even nowadays, if I go to Germany, I can go to a restaurant or ask for directions or anything.
You manage.
Yeah, I do.
Alessandro beginning to make things happen. Whips it. Oh, what a superb goal! He is a man who can make things happen. Andrés Alessandro scores a terrific goal for Portsmouth after 39 minutes. And the baffling, inexplicable, terrific.
What about England?
England was a bit more complicated. My wife knew a bit more.
She had the main responsibility then.
Yes.
She would talk and you would follow her.
Yes. We were there 6 months, which wasn't a long time. But it was an important period in my life because my daughter was born there, in England. It's something that will be impossible to forget, even though I wasn't there for a long time.
And then you went to Spain.
That's right, I went to
Did
Spain.
you feel comfortable there?
Yes. And to me, playing in Spain was was really a dream. I think it's one of the best leagues, together with the Premier League.
It was like fulfilling a goal.
Yes,
Playing there meant fulfilling a goal.
it was indeed, because I had other chances, like playing for Benfica. But going to Spain was really a wild card, because Benfica was willing to buy my pass, but I went to Spain for a year on a loan. Later on, they bought my pass. I decided to go to Spain because I wanted to play in La Liga.
On an international level, he won the 2001 FIFA U20 World Cup and the gold medal in Athens in 2004 with the national team. With Internacional, he won the 2008 Copa Sudamericana, the 2009 Suruga Bank Championship, and the 2010 Copa Libertadores. It must be hard to choose just one achievement, but if I were to make you choose between the FIFA U20 World Cup and the 2004 gold medal,
It's quite hard to make that choice.
what are the differences and the similarities between them? There were two different stages in your career.
Both titles were with the Argentine national team, so every achievement with the national team, although it was under 20, is important. My career began with the national team, and then I played in the Major League. I started sparring with the national team in 1999 with Bielsa, but that's the similarity. And also, some of the players were in 2001 and in 2004. We shared both teams, and the Olympic Games were very important because Argentina hadn't won a gold medal in 50 years. We made history. It's great to be part of history, and especially of that team who won a title after 50 years.
The game is almost over. Vanaheen is putting the ball into play. 47 minutes. Gentlemen, the game is over. Argentina is the 2001 FIFA U20 World Champion. In our country, Argentina defeated Ghana. Argentina defeated the African team 3-0. In the Youth Championship, you were amazing. Just amazing. People absolutely remember your goals.
The World Cup was something incredible because I was off the team a month before the tournament, but 3 or 4 days before the tournament, Leo Prieto got injured. I was at home and they called me at night.
It must have been something out of a fairy tale because I suppose you were depressed after being so close to get into the team.
Yes, especially because after that I would have to join the under-23 team. I wouldn't get another chance to play an under-20 World Cup. I had lost the chance and I don't know why. But I got to join the team 3 days before the championship. I was in a team that was ready to compete, and I knew everybody because we trained for 2 or 3 months. Everything was perfect.
What did it feel like the first time you were called to play for the senior national team?
Well, that it wasn't true. I wasn't home when they called and my mother answered. It was in 1999 when Argentina had a tour through Spain. They played friendly matches against Spain's national team and against Espanyol. 5 youths were part of the team. I wasn't home and my mother called me. I thought she was lying. I was making my first steps in River Plate. I wasn't even part of the main team. It was incredible, especially because I got the chance to train with amazing players like Redondo and Simeone. I went from seeing them on TV to training and eating with them.
They're the kind of things you never forget.
No. I won't ever forget it. I'll tell the story to my children. I took pictures with all the players. I was like a tourist.
It was all part of a dream.
Yeah, we all took pictures together.
With 12 points, Internacional easily moved forward in the first stage of the 2010 Copa Libertadores. They eliminated Deportivo, Quito, Cerro from Montevideo, and Emelec from Ecuador. Then it played against two Argentine teams. They first eliminated Banfield. In quarterfinals, Internacional eliminated Estudiantes. With Alessandro as the main player, they eliminated Sao Paulo FC in two extremely difficult semi-finals matches. In the finals, Internacional defeated Chivas from Guadalajara, obtaining for the second time in its history the Continental Championship. Is Inter the best team in the Americas?
It presently is. We can say we are.
How was it to win the Copa Libertadores? Was it special?
It was special because I didn't win that title before. I was always very close to winning the title. And it was also special because we didn't lose a game at home, and because we scored in all the away games, in most of them. I mean, not during the first phase, but in the second, when your goals count for two.
And the goals are much more important.
We were lucky to score in the away games. I think we deserved to win. We made a great tournament. The first stage was very difficult against very difficult teams, and then we had to defeat Argentine teams. You know how they play.
Yes, they were very difficult matches.
The Argentine teams were very difficult, and then we defeated Sao Paulo FC. And in the finals, Chivas from Mexico, which was very difficult. We deserve to win the cup. We have to enjoy this moment because when the new tournament begins, another champion will rise. But I hope we can win it again.
We almost covered everything. Germany, Spain, England, playing in Brazil, the national team, the World Cup. So many things in the life of Andrés de Alessandro. He still is very important for the Argentine's national team. He starts off small, plays big, scores goals, and that was and still is an international well-known player. We'll meet again next time with another star on the next episode of Fanaticos.
Mm-hmm.